This artifact is the worst thing that has ever been added to Stardew Valley. See, I'm trying to get perfection in my first ever save of the game, and I'm getting extremely close. However, one of the few things I'm missing for perfection is this stupid skeletal hand. In this video, I spend an entire season looking for this artifact, along with tons of other stuff, like getting money for the golden clock, completing raccoon requests, giving out birthday gifts, and so much more. I hope you enjoy. Welcome to summer. I woke up in summer on day 367, and after a whole season of growth, I finally got to harvest the ancient fruit for the first time this year. Then I filled in the gaps in the farm from crows eating the ancient fruit because it was annoying me. After that, I collected another batch of ancient fruit wine, making almost 750,000 gold. There was some ready ancient fruit on day 368, and after collecting it, I expanded the kegs in the quarry for a little bit, and then refilled them with more ancient fruit. Then I mined some copper for some more kegs in the future, and that was pretty much all I did for the entire day. On day 369, both the dried spiceberries and spiceberry jelly were ready, so I gave it to the raccoon, who expanded his shop. And of course, I bought the new book called The Raccoon's Journal. When I got home, I did some cooking for a bit, and then I decided to mine for some copper for some reason, before heading home and going to bed. The morning was filled with smelting my spoils of copper from the day prior on day 370, and then giving Jas a gift for her birthday. And side note, why are literally all of Jas's gifts hard to get? Since I didn't really know what to do, I went to the Skull Caverns for a bit, and then headed to the valley to collect the secret woods and have an early night. Day 371, I grabbed one of the strange dolls from a secret spot near the waterfall, and then got another one from the desert before clearing the quarry at Ginger Island in search of some other artifacts I was missing. While I was there, I also saved a guy who was stuck behind a boulder named Professor Snail, and I really don't need this dude at all since I already paid for all the walnuts. After that, I headed to the river in the Cindersap Forest to do some fishing. Day 372, I turned in the dolls to the museum, getting my first ever rock candy as a reward. And despite this being a really useful item, I never really used it. Then I cleared out the quarry and wasted some time talking with Professor Snail. Day 373 started with more of the same, until I selected Key's Hungry Challenge and spammed staircases in the caverns to get to floor 100 easily. Of course, I wasn't going to waste the day being down that low since I could get so much free iridium on these lower floors. But actually, never mind, I am. Instead, doing the Easter egg with Lewis's basement. I collected some batteries on day 374, and then collected the fields of ancient fruit along with some oak resin from the new tree farm. Then I gave Gus a birthday gift of a diamond and bought way too much wood from Robin. When I got home, the wine was ready, so I collected all of that and then smelted some ores, making a little over 800k that night. I grabbed the old oak resin on day 375 and then refilled all the kegs since I didn't have time yesterday. Anyway, then I wasted time for the rest of the day. Day 376, I gave Mario a birthday gift and went to the mines to once again search for the prismatic jelly. Needless to say, I did not find it. Day 377 was the luau, and I brought an iridium quality truffle, which got me the achievement An Unforgettable Soup, awarded for getting the max amount of friendship from the luau. Day 378 was spent in the mines looking for the prismatic slime some more. And then I stopped recording, forgetting to hit record for the next 4 days. I would guess that the majority of the time was spent looking for the slime, and based on the time we are in the series right now, I probably found it in this cycle. So if I don't say anything about the prismatic slime quest for the rest of the series, assume that I found it during these days. Anyway, day 382, I collected some oak resin and started kegging the starfruit from said harvest, expanding the quarry almost to full while I was there. With the fields on Ginger Island now empty after the harvest, I then bought some more seeds from Sandy and planted more starfruit on the island. I actually had an artifact to donate on day 383, putting me so incredibly close to completing the museum. Then I built a shed where I would put more kegs once the quarry was completely full. And while I was there, purchased an entire forest worth of wood. After that, I made the biggest purchase of the series, that being a return scepter. And guess what? This doesn't even count towards perfection. So why in the world did I buy it? I headed to Ginger Island to clear out the quarry, where I met Fizz, who would sell me perfection waivers worth 1% of perfection. Unfortunately, I had to turn him down despite his services costing half the price of the golden clock for the same amount of perfection. I finally did the start of the quest to put a rainbow shell at the train station on day 384. And after that, I spent the better part of the day cutting down trees and watching cutscenes. My favorite of the day being Sam's band concert. I ratted out Demetrius to Maru on the morning of day 385, and after that I bought a second shed from Robbins, and then headed to the bottom of my farm to clear a small area. Then I headed to the quarry with no luck on the artifact that I'm missing, and smelted some iridium until the end of the day. Smelting continued on day 386, along with collecting some batteries and getting back to smelting. Day 387 started with giving Willie a birthday gold bar, and then grabbing some items for ongoing quests I had been meaning to do for literal years now. After that, I collected a maple syrup and brought it to the secret woods, where I got a cutscene with a bear. And while I was there, I collected the woods as well. And finally, I collected the quarry before bed. Since I am actually dumb, I lost more footage today, this time being days 388 to 390. Putting us at day 391, I cooked some more dishes in the morning, and then cleared out the bone area on Ginger Island before heading to Willie's, where I got a cutscene where his shop was full of crabs that Gus would take for his saloon. Day 392, I gave Leo a mango and watched a cutscene where he told me he wanted to move to the valley. And then, I ended the day early. See, the reason I ended not just today, but the last couple of days early, is because I'm pretty much done with literally everything in Stardew Valley. Other than a couple of things I either neglected, or just take a lot of time, like the golden clock. And so, I've decided to change things up a little bit. For the last part of this series, the day counter is going to be replaced by a perfection track. Every time I do something towards perfection, it will go up. And so, starting at 62.3%, this is the home stretch of my first ever series I'm actually going to finish. And yes, I know 62% is not really that much, but I'm really close, okay? I'm only missing like 1 star drop and some gold for the clock. And so, on that note, welcome to the outro. Normally I would cut to the epilogue, but that video isn't out yet, so while you wait, you can watch the rest of the series on the playlist on screen now. And also, please be sure to subscribe, like the video, and join the Discord. I hope you enjoyed the video, make sure not to miss out on the finale, and thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you all somewhere else on the internet.